Hey guys, this is the video blog that's been well overdue, and there's a lot of things that I have to talk about within like a 5-minute time period, so bear with me. Well, Chris and I broke up. We broke up July 2nd. It was more me than him. I had thought about breaking up with him 3 months before I'd actually done it, so I was kind of like, okay, it's time, I'm done, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with him. I still don't. Everything that happened after the breakup, there's a lot of drama that broke out. I lost a lot of people who I thought were my friends because he alienated me from a lot of people and made me look like a horrible person. And so, consequently, I am the one at fault in everybody's eyes. So, it's really funny that he's turned all these people against me and made me look like the bad person. Anyways, basically what I'm going to talk about is everything that's been happening. I'm going to break these up into 2 separate videos, so if I get cut off and then I restart, I'm sorry. Okay, so we broke up on the 2nd because we had a cookout, and I had contemplated breaking up with him 3 months before I'd initially, actually done it, just decided to do it. And I talked to some of my closest friends about it, and they were like, just if you're not happy and red flags are popping up all over the place, then you definitely need to end it before you just continue to waste more of your time. And that's all it felt like I was doing, was just wasting time. And so finally we got into an argument in front of all of our friends at this cookout that we had for the 4th of July. He stood there and he dogged the shit out of me, made me feel like complete and utter crap. And he didn't realize how badly he had hurt me by what he said. And that just red flag, and so I threw up my white flag. I said, I'm done. After the argument and everything, I proceeded to cook food for the cookout and just kind of get over it. After everything was done cooking, I ate, I went and sat outside and hung out while he stayed inside and played video games. And I'll tell you what, all hell broke loose. Basically, this guy who caught my eye, like a month before I'd broken up with him, was there at the party because I had invited him, and he shops at Chris's store all the time. So I invited him. I was like, hey, you can come. It'd be awesome. The more the merrier. Well, he stood there and he just listened to Chris just continuously dog me, and he had to leave before he said something or did something, because I stood there and I took it. I didn't say anything, I just took it. But he got his later. We got into a huge argument, and I was just like, I'm done. I'd given up at this point. I'd had all my closure. So I didn't feel bad. I didn't cry. He was the one who was doing the crying. I roll. And I don't feel bad. I'm actually glad, because now he can focus on himself and not have to worry about being selfish, and I can focus on myself and not have to worry about him, because that's all I did was worry about him, and I didn't like it all that much. Excuse me. After the breakup, a lot of people turned against me because of things that he had told them that were not true. And I knew it was going to happen because he has this way of alienating people and making them feel like crap. Which he did. So then, last weekend, I went to the apartment to get the rest of my stuff out, or attempt to, since, I thought there wasn't any time frame on when the locks and stuff were going to be changed. Unfortunately, the landlady had changed the locks on the apartment the 29th, cleaned everything out of there as well. I didn't know. Chris has my phone number. He could have contacted me. He could have done something. But he did not. excuse me, he'd also talked to my mom beforehand, told her that everything had to be out on a Wednesday. But then he turned around and he told my best friend, who we used to work with, that, there was no time limit. So I trusted his word, and, me having a lack of transportation kind of put a damper on my ability to get over there. I called the landlady. She informed me that he had called her June 16th